What is up, you guys? It is Midwest Hound TV here, aka Zach. So the videos that you'll be seeing is memorial tributes to Frank underscore 164. The footage that you see, we've got permission from his family to say um, what we know and we can't go into further things, but this before you guys get to see this, his family is going to get to see these videos before the rest of my channel sees it. If you guys could, please put in the comments, send prayers, thoughts, well wishes to his family so they can heal. This is very, very um, hard, even for me, because I don't speak, I don't do good or talk to about how I feel. But just put into comments down below, guys. Send your prayers, well wishes to his family. Again, these videos will be seen by his family before they get released publicly. Hope you guys understand. There might be for sure 3 parts. There might be 4 parts, but I was going to get these videos edited a few weeks ago, but work, IRL stuff has come up, and that's why right now it's December 27th, 11:28 p.m. at night for me when I'm making this clip here. And the footage that you've seen is that you're going to see next after this clip is going to be like a couple weeks prior to now. So hope you guys enjoy. Uh, like I said, please send your thoughts, well wishes, prayers to the family, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, live life, live the adventure, and remember, you only live once, so live your life to the fullest. Take care, see you guys in the next one. What's up, guys? It is Midwest. If you guys don't know me, my real name is Zach. Patrick, aka Gannon, knows me. Guys, this is TJ. He is the head of You Own
No, I'm just
Virtual.
the director of pilot operations for United Virtual, the flyuva.org one.
Nice. Yeah, I'll be dropping them down in the description box down below, guys. Even with all the ones that I'm part of, is going down. Um, at the end of all this is done, I'll be adding on to the video at the beginning and end on my end. So that's you guys would just have to wait and see. But I could say this. I'm talking, if you guys don't know, the Love Cars, Southwest Love Cars founder, him and I are in talks as we speak of doing an event for Frank. But we don't know the dates. So that's I'll if you guys want to follow me and X, whatever, join. All the discords will be down below. My personal new discord is currently is under development. So, um, hopefully I could have one of my main administrators get it done within before the time I get this out.
Yep.
You
and
want
so we're in talks. I'll probably be talking with Zach over the next few days about doing a similar event like you guys are doing with Southwest with Delta Virtual as well as American Airlines Virtual. So we'll be figuring out details on that and letting you guys
Air
as
Canada
well.
virtual
And Air Canada.
Yep.
Air Canada Virtual.
I'm in talks with the CEO, Devin. I am currently the part of the executive team, the vice president, I believe.
And I believe they were restarting Alaska just recently in the last 2 weeks. So Alaska will also probably be doing their own separate event as well with those guys over there. I'm not really familiar with that team, but just want to pass that along as well. And TJ, you were saying United's also going to probably be planning on doing an event as well.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I've reached out to our events team, um, and we got some events going on next week, and so we're gonna try to shuffle things around and do our memorial flight for Frank as well. Yes.
If there's
Hang on, I'm
anybody
trying to get Dustin in. Hang on.
yeah, if anybody else who's watching the stream wants to join and come on camera and say a few words about Frank, feel free to use the link that's in any of the Discords we've shared. I posted the StreamYard link there below the stream link. You just click on that link, it'll bring you into your web browser, whether you're on mobile or on PC, and you can join off there.
I DM'd sent the this. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to
Okay.
bump my mic. This part to him, and now I'm sending him another one.
All right. So we're a little slow going here, guys, but don't worry about that. We are going to be getting into the deep stuff here shortly once we get some more people trickling in here. I'd say at least one more person, probably. We'll go ahead and get it going. And if nobody shows up, we'll just go ahead and just roll with it.
Yep.
I was trying to see if some other guys were going to join. I sent them the links as well, so they may pop in later. We'll see what happens. Debbie D 231. I'm down in the chat. Hey, thank you for coming by, Debbie. And like I said, you guys are not obligated to come on stream. If you guys just want to lurk in the chat, that is 100% fine with us. If you guys want to post anything about like memories or anything like that, feel free to do that in chat as well.
Debbie, I got you right now. If you want to,
I can click on these. Yeah, there we go. If I click on it, it just comes up on screen there.
oh, nice. Yep. Give me a second, Devin. I got you right now. Look at your Discord DMs.
Oh, that's Devin.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Cool. I know. I'm very impressed with TJ's setup.
That is a dope setup, man.
That's my dream setup right there.
It is.
Or financial choices.
We could get to know each other too, like the mini podcast kind of thing.
That could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I guess since nobody else is rolling through, if you guys want to go ahead and start, that's fine.
If you're the host, why don't you start?
Well, I don't know. Is Devin joining?
Debbie, you joining?
Okay, hanging out in section 8, aka chat. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Okay.
For those of you guys who don't know, Darth Wolf, he's a good buddy of mine, longtime friend. Kind of sort of an acquaintance of Frank. Didn't know him as well, but he would occasionally jump over there and do streams with us. We were over back in the old days on, geez, what was that? Kilo Customs Cantina over there on YouTube, on his YouTube channel. So that was a lot of fun back in those days too. All right, guys, I think we're going to go ahead and get started here. So we're all here for the memorial of our buddy Frank, who passed away just yesterday. in the middle of the night. Not sure what happened. We're still learning details. Things are still coming in, and we will find out what's going on in the next few weeks. And still trying to get in touch with his mom right now. Have not been able to hear anything back. Didn't expect to hear anything back. But whatever she decides to share with us, as long as she's okay with us sharing that information, we will get that out to you guys on the Discords. Let you know what happened with him, and with that, if they decide to keep that information private, that's okay as well. Because of HIPAA law here in America, there's certain things we can and cannot disclose legally.
Mm-hmm. Without
So we
permission.
have to proceed with caution and respect for Frank and for his family. So, keeping that in mind, do not be surprised if we do not share those details with you guys. If his family decides to keep that information private, we have to respect that.
Otherwise, we get slapped with the silver
handcuffs,
Yep.
and we don't need that.
Or the pink fluffy ones with
or the
fur
pink
on 'em.
fluffy ones, if you're into that. But yeah, just for legal reasons, we're not going to disclose that. But we can say, because Frank was very open about his health stuff going on in the last year or so, he did find out he had a condition called Danon. That is public knowledge. He shared that with I think pretty much everybody here, which it was familial. And so he's been going through a lot of medical stuff going on. So, oh, he said that's Sunday nights with the pink bracelets.
That is true.
Funny.
Or a Friday night.
Friday night. Some people are Tuesday night warriors. So yeah, he found out he had Danon syndrome, which was I think it was like it's some sort of heart condition where it weakens the heart muscle over time. I don't personally know a whole lot about it, but he's been going to get medical. A lot of us don't know. He's been going to get medical treatments for that condition. And he's been going through some clinical trials and things like that, and that's been public knowledge, so we definitely can share that. That is okay, because he spoke about it pretty regularly. I don't know if he talked about it with you, TJ, or not.
No, he came in our Discord, asked a couple questions, and popped in every once in a while, and talked, and then he would just bounce. So, and then my conversations with him were tech related or support related. So
yeah, but you mostly
that
was most of his conversations.
yeah. So I wasn't as close to him as some of y'all may be in that regard.
Yeah. So yeah, he's been just going through all of that last few months. Really, I think he found out about his condition. It was a little over a year ago. He didn't even know he had it for like the last 20 plus years of his life. And no idea. I guess it was genetic through his family, and they did some testing and found out. I guess one of his parents had it, and so they found out him and his brother, who's still alive right now. They both have this condition because it's familial. So they've just been going through the medical, tests and studies and stuff like that without going into too much detail. And I won't disclose the last part because I don't know if his mom wants us to talk about that or not. But everything has relatively been pretty normal the last few weeks. Nothing out of the blue, nothing out of the ordinary. For those of you guys who know, Frank was really big into trucking simulator and flight simulator. Those were his two big things. Like Wolf was saying, he loved talking about truck sim way back in the day. He was devoted definitely to American truck more than ETS2, not even close. Like ATS was his whole thing. So whenever he wasn't flying virtual planes, that dude was driving truck. And then just the other day, when I was talking to him on Wednesday, he was trying to recruit me. That was the last day I talked to him. He was trying to get me to re-download Farming Simulator 22 so I could play with it. I was like, dude, you got me doing enough simulator stuff right now, man.
Plus, you're always busy with work, too.
He was always just, so I don't have it in chat right now. I don't have access to my chat typing in, but it's DANON, Danons. That's Delta Alpha November Oscar November Danon syndrome. So there's not a whole lot known about it. It's very few people have this condition. So, um, yeah, I mean, he was even Frank was learning more about his own condition as he was progressing. So we don't know if that's what caused him to pass. We don't know if something else happened. We won't really know until his mom fills us in with more details. But like I said, we're gonna try to keep that as best as we can. We're gonna try to be as respectful as we can for his family. So if they decide they just do not want to disclose what happened to him, that's also okay. We're here to remember him, not how he passed. What we do know is they found him. What was it? Thursday? No, it was Friday morning.
Friday morning. Yep.
Friday morning, his mom found him on the bathroom floor, unresponsive. That's all we know at this time. When I talked to him on Wednesday, he seemed to be doing totally fine. He was complaining of just a little bit of chest pain, but it was nothing out of the ordinary. As you guys know, Frank generally had just regular chest pains like you and me, just from time to time. So nothing out of the ordinary. And I want to say, who was it? Someone. Oh, it was James was telling me the other day. He'd been taking his medications like always, nothing out of the ordinary. He was, doing his proper dosages and things like that. So that was good to hear. He was doing really good. So yeah, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. I think this was a shock to everybody. No one saw this coming.
Yep. And it's like, is my microphone good for you?
Yeah, you're good.
All right. It's like getting back into what you were saying of the chest, little bit of chest pains. I'm not going to say much about it, but
yeah,
there was like a day or so where he basically couldn't do a lot, like normal.
Do you know what day that was?
Maybe 2-3 weeks ago, or
2-3
a
weeks
week
ago.
and a half to 2 weeks ago, because he physically called me on my phone, because him and I have our numbers, we share our numbers, so he called me and I'm like, I don't know if he called you or messaged you that day where he went, and then he went to like a place for like overnight.
So Devin, yeah, he played both severely heavily. He was a heavy simulator gamer. He played a lot of truck sim. Now these last few months, he's definitely been playing more flight sim for sure. But yeah, he played both simulators heavily, ATS and flight sim. Like, no question about that.
So I'll get into what that with my part with Frank and whatnot on our end. Hey, Dustin.
Hey, man. How's it going?
It's going.
Glad to be here.
All right, guys. Can I introduce you for you, Dustin?
Absolutely.
Hi, guys. This is Dustin. He is the CEO and founder, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, of FedEx, Virtual FedEx on Vampsys.
Mm-hmm.
Are you promoting your other one yet?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, U.S. Airways VA as well.
Like, if you guys want to do the Sullivan. Fuck! Can't even speak.
Sully Sullenberger.
Thank you. I was about to say Sullivan. But
yes, I'll order the McSullivan, please.
if you guys want to fly for an retro airline that's no longer in existence, I wish it was still in existence.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, all the VAs and whoever the VAs, CEOs, whoever's in here, it will be down in my video that I'm currently recording in my description box down below. So,
thank you, brother.
You're welcome. But so I'll let I almost called you Shannon Gantman.
Shannon. Yes, it's me, Shannon 136.
I'm s-
Let me go find my wig.
but what color?
Purple.
I thought
It's
you were,
gotta be pink to go with the handcuffs.
I thought you were
Oh,
gonna say pink.
The pink handcuffs.
Yeah.
He said, "Not funny."
But anyways, I'm gonna let. Oh fuck! I did it again. Gavin
Yeah.
finish what he was saying about that and the trucking and flying more of that side.
Oh yeah. So yeah, he's been playing a. For those of you guys who don't know, for like the last, I would say, solid like 6 weeks, Frank has been flying practically nonstop. Like he'd be like flight after flight after flight. And then when he was doing long hauls, he'd set up his long haul. He would go to bed on a long haul, and he'd wake up and land the plane. I mean, the dude did not stop. Zach would know because he was constantly jumping in and out, and I mean he'd still take breaks obviously, but what was that PTSD over pink wigs? Oh no, that was the blonde wig, buddy. For those of you guys who don't know, I used to have a running joke with Darth Wolf there in the chat. I used to go on his streams all the time, and he would always put on a blonde wig, and I told him he looked like Jennifer Aniston with a beard.
Yes. Alright.
So yeah, but Frank's been flying a shit ton. He's been booking in his hours, and let me see if I can pull it up here. I'll let you guys know.
I can do it. I got it for you.
Because since he's passed, I think we should do the honorable thing and commend his total flight hours because it's pretty freaking insane.
Yeah, I'll pull it up. I got it still.
And for those of you guys who don't know, he's been freaking killing it the last few weeks in terms of trying to get VAs started up and things reorganized with Zach, with Delta and American and Alaska, and it's just crazy. They've been going nonstop. I don't know how he had the energy to keep doing that.
And then on top of that, it's like he doesn't.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the follow.
Let's see. Lists.
Let me see here. Where is it?
I got it. Hey, Gannon.
Yeah.
I have it up.
Let me see. Do you have your share screen up?
I'm going to get it here in a second.
All right.
How the fudge sickles do I do this? Is it present?
Yeah, I think it's present.
Video screen share. Windows entire screen. This is going to be weird. But
okay.
Here we go.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Hide that. So he has.
Let me see. Is it showing?
Is it not showing?
I'm not seeing it. Oh, there it is. I got it. Hold on. There we go. I got it up there on screen.
Is it showing on my end? No, it's not.
Your screen's on stream. You're good.
No, I'm talking about my recording. Let's see. For Pyreps, he put in.
And this is just Delta Virtual, just so you guys know.
Yes, this is only Delta. 90 Pyreps. With one the only rejection is one.
He probably just had one bad landing.
Yeah.
Just one bad landing.
So yeah, he has a total. He had, or has, if whatever you want to call it, 22,977, and then bonus points of 1,800. He's flown 391.43 hours. equivalents of nautical miles of 111,560 nautical miles. Let's see. He's been to his number one airport for flights is Atlanta with 30, Minnesota St. Paul of 19, Orlando 19, Detroit 12, New York 11, Salt Lake City 11, Boston is 9, Boston LA 8, Miami 4, and Charleston South. No, is it South or North?
It's South Carolina.
South Carolina. Now going on the aircraft types he's flown the most. Number 1 aircraft is the Boeing 737-800, which is the Boeing 738 of 21 flights. The Boeing 737-900 or 900ER, known as B739 of 19. The A221neo, which is Airbus's skinny pencil plane, 14 flights. The little sister, one of the sister planes to the 21, the A320, is the 12 flights. The big brother of the A221, the A330-900, 8. The regular A321, the non-neo version, is 6. The almost baby bus, A319, 5. And the OG of Delta plane aircraft types, the Boeing 717-200 of 3 flights.
Yep. And that was just his Delta hours.
Yep.
Go look at his American.
I do not have that one.
Oh, you don't have the American?
No, but I can see what he did with
Air Canada?
Yeah. Don't mind that. We know that.
Because I think American was actually his highest.
Yes. I believe American is the highest. Zero Pirates, but I'm not sure if... Yeah, he didn't get around to do...
He didn't end up doing a flight?
No.
Okay.
But, let me see... I could tell you... I believe I can see... Don't mind me this. There we go. We could do let's see, roster. I need Orlando. First name. I just don't want to go too fast and miss it. Wish everything would be in alphabetical order. Oh, 1888. Where the frick is it? Because I know where the Phoenix Ross today. Let's see. That's not it. They got the numbers in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I have... Yeah, that's the Orlando roster. Unless if this is the active roster, because I know he was on LOA.
Yeah. I might have taken him out.
If since I'm in talks with the the founder of the Love Cars Southwest, I'll
Uh-huh.
I'll I'll see how many hours and whatnot, how much he put in. I'll
Okay.
put it in. I'll wait to put my video out until after I find that
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, that's fine.
But anyways,
Well, with us, he reached the rank.
oh shit! Whoopsies! Oopsies! Oopty daisies!
$6. He had 209 hours with us. He did 88 flights. His average landing rate was 336 with a best landing rate of 65 feet per minute. And then he had one total loss that was 1,042 feet per minute. Um, and then yeah, like his last PIREP with us was 11 days ago, and he stayed pretty active through um the months that he was here. He always completed at least 4 flights, I think, um, with us, and he had done a couple of our tours. It looks like he did our American Hub tour, um, and I think I saw another tour somewhere. Um, but yeah, he definitely got around with
Yeah.
us.
Hello there, Bree. How are you doing? That's my girlfriend. So
Okay. Welcome on in, Bree.
I
Uh,
you want me to do the so I'm gonna talk a little bit about what we did or I did with the airline side with Frank, and then I'm going to move into the trucking side of the business. So when when I basically started doing flight sim, Debbie D, that is in the chat, but not in this specific thing. Um, I think Debbie D was the one that got me into flight sim, but I'm pretty sure he did. And then when I started getting the hang of it, of flying, um, it was a lot more getting more easier. So I basically wanted to venture out. So started flying with yeah with Frank, and then Trucker Zach, the other Zach. The reason why they call me Mark because there's two Zachs. So um,
it gets confusing.
yeah, and the Mark thing was a like a gimmick joke through my other friend DJ's server. So it's like I think it's from like a little skit kind of thing. Um, so it's stuck. But so when we started I started doing virtual airlines. It was where with people that I know, like Frank, Trucker Zach, Devin, or Devi, I should say. It's like my first VA that um so let me back up a little bit here. Me and Frank already knew each other. I don't know. Jesus Lord. For tech almost 8 years, I think.
Yeah, I think that's about as long as I've known him as well.
Or yeah. But in between the 8 years, him and I, before we haven't talked for like 2 years, we had a little fallout. Yada yada yada, stuff like that. And then there's a streamer I watch, Stu, on Twitch. He is a VATSIM controller. For Indie Center now. He was originally started, I believe, or when I started on VATSIM, flying into KSDF, which is Kentucky. What?
It's Louisville.
Louisville, Kentucky. Kentucky. That's
Kind
where.
of my resident Kentuckian was going to join us tonight, but he might pop in later.
Okay. Yeah. I found him while being on the ground, and I saw like there was a thing called Similar. I found him through Similar, his Twitch channel, and one day I go in because I haven't watched some of Sue's streams late at that time because I was a little busy with work and real life stuff. But it was like, I don't know what time it was. I have to say maybe 7 o'clock at night or something. I see a recognizable name, Frank_164. And I'm like, that name kind of sounds familiar. So I added him saying, "Hey, at Frank, I think I remember you. Do you remember me?" And it's like everything popped off like there was no tomorrow. It was like yesterday. So we got talking again, and then I was in a virtual airline through VAMSIS, Virtual United. So I brought Frank over there after a while because I had that was my only VA that I was part of, besides Spirit and that Devi brought me to, yada yada yada. Then I grinded United. I basically grinded it to the point where I wanted to bring Frank in because he asked, "Is there a good United?" And I'm like, "Yes." Let me get you a link and let's get you started over there. Because I was at that time I was staff, so I was the head of fleet operations over there, and then myself and after about a year or so, myself and Devi D decided to run it for at least almost a year because the owner prior that we took it over for couldn't at that time keep it up and going because we had already over 2,000 or more pilots, and we basically took it over, and then us as a so that's where we also met Trucker Zach and everything, and then we all got together, and then we couldn't Devi couldn't at that time do this. It happened to Devi D just like the previous person, and long story short, put it this way: the original owner barked at myself and Devi D because we didn't say anything. We technically did in the general chat, but the previous owner was. It's all good, Miss Sound. We basically couldn't do it. We didn't. No one wanted it, so we tried to the last second to put it to get someone. And then all of a sudden, the original owner messages me and myself and DVD like, how are we? What happened to the yada yada blah blah blah? And myself and DVD told him that we posted something that we need someone to take it, because at that time we had other IRL issues going on. And then all of a sudden we see it pop back up. Like, it's like, how did it was a whole mess. But then Delta came along and everything else. Like, there's so much more we could go into, but I just don't want to keep talking about Flight Sim because I want to also.
Yeah, we would be here all night.
Yeah. But I have someone that wants me to relay something, which is American Stig. He just wants me to say for him that it's, yeah, Frank ran like 5+ VAs. That is true. And whatnot. But Stig wanted for me to say he sends his condolences and everything else, that when Stig and Frank met, was through Junior Senior Gaming for American Truck Sim. If you didn't know who Junior Senior Gaming is on YouTube, even though they don't do videos anymore, but the original OG channel of Junior Senior Gaming, I don't know what you missed. But anyways, so that's where those two met, and then American Stig went to a different company called OTR Trucking. And then after a little while, Frank went over there and stuff, and then it was like a good old time. But he really wants to send his wishes and thoughts and prayers to him and his family, his friends too, like, and all of us here. So get into my part of the trucking side. So, Frank, because Frank had this family kind of, whatever you want to call it, genetic or something, kind of, is it a genetic disease, Pat?
It's a genetic. I don't know if it's a disease necessarily. I don't know what they classify it as, but it is a condition.
So this genetic condition is what, because it makes,
which somebody looked it up earlier. I was gonna try to pull it up here. It was in the chat earlier. They said male expectancy was only 19 years old and women's expectancy is 34 years with this condition. Our boy made it to 23 years old. He freaking beat the odds.
And so is one of his family members, one of the two.
Yeah, his brother.
No, other one.
What? Who's that?
Isn't there another person?
No. So it was. I think it's his mom.
Yes, I didn't want to say who that one
but
was.
I'm not 100% certain. It could be his dad. I'm not sure.
So it's either his mom or dad that had.
But it is genetic, so it passes down genetically when you have kids.
And yeah, welcome to the stream there.
But she might. It's different with some women because sometimes women with genetics, if you've ever studied genetics, sometimes the women are just carriers of the condition. They might not actually show any active symptoms.
That message you from Darth about the night. Yeah. Thank you. But like Northeast Joe said, as you see, Northeast Joe is one of the OGs
He is.
of Frank.
Yep.
No joke. He is not lying about that one. Yeah, and he was the Hey Joe, do you want to join us in here? But anyways, yeah, he Frank ran like Frank Con. I could tell you right now.
Yeah,
What?
Francon Logistics.
There's another one here.
I used to run when I had a PC that actually could run ATS
Yeah.
back then. I used to run truck with him for a bit. We used to truck together on Truckers MP back in the day. I'm basically, you can blame me. I'm one of the few reasons he got into Flight Simulator. I kind of taught him how to fly, so you can blame me for his addiction.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have made 5 VAs had I not set him on the path.
Yeah, so let's start from the very bottom. I'm not going to share my screen because I'm not going to do what I did and exit the session. But let's see. Holy frick. Show more. Show what? I didn't even count how many there is. Alright. So exactly 8 years ago, he made his truck books account, right?
Yeah.
So his first one was Juliet Echo Romeo Oscar Transport. Then it was Frank Con's Logistics.
Mm-hmm.
Then he went to Fastlane. Then Falcon.
Yep.
Then Fastlane. PRIN Transportation. Then he went to Radio Man's Trucking. Then Taco Shack. Then Frank Cons. Then Kingstar. Then A&M Global. GNS Global. Then Mariota Logistics. Then JNS again. And then CT No Name. And then Lead Hoof Express. Then FNG Global, Fastlane, Warner, Freedom, Blue Knights Transport, another Frank Con, Top Simmer. Then it's Northeast Enterprise. I believe that is, or was, Northeast Joe's.
Mm-hmm.
Then
Sounds right.
Yeah, I believe so. If he wants to say anything in there, he can. Oh crap! There we go. Then World's Finest, Central Transport, and then TNZ. So TNZ is my and another of my friends' old company. There's reasons why. I'm not going to get into it. Why I left TNZ and why it shut down. I'll probably make another video of that later. But anyways, then it was Frank Con, Ladybird Trucking, Frank Con, Greenlight, Terrain, Standalone Cattle Company, Polar Express, INC, then Frank Con, Big Rig Trucking, another Frank, South Logistics Warner again, Diamond, OTR, United Shipping Specialists, another OT, Ika's Army Trucking, Brother and Sisterhood Trucking. I used to be part of that. And it was nice people over there, but I kind of got screwed there. But it was fun when it lasted. Another Frank, then OTR, then Lightning Logistics. So Lightning Logistics was started by started by Frank and Trucker Zach and Kevin. I believe. But for sure, Frank and Frank and Zach, Tricker Zach. Then that was 4 months ago. Then stuff with his condition, where he was gone for almost 2 months, 3 months, whatever it was. For I think was it he was open to us fully of saying what those 3 months was. Correct? I know he was with me.
Yeah, but I'm not. All I will say is he had to go away for a study.
Yeah.
That's all I will say on that. So
And we can't say nothing further.
just
about
because I
that.
don't know what his family wants us
Yep.
to disclose. So
But when the study was going on, is like he was literally expressing. All right, hydrate. Everyone hydrate.
Hey guys, I've got a few words. I gotta jump out of the stream pretty soon, but I do have a few words to
yeah,
say if you don't mind.
yeah.
me
Go
cutting in real
ahead. I'll
fast.
let you go ahead because you got to bounce out of here.
I just wanted to say that Frank was always an awesome dude, really funny, um, charismatic, and fun to hang out with, talk to. We flew and chatted for many hours together, and in my early days of doing this, like he and Zach were always there to help out, offer advice. Like they were instrumental in getting me going in this and to where I am today in the hobby, and very thankful for that. And yeah, he's always been there with a joke. He had his one-liners and and whatnot. And yeah, I'm thankful to have known him, and will definitely feel his loss. And my heart goes out to his family and to all you guys, his friends. And yep, that's all. That's all I wanted to say.
Thank you,
All
Dustin.
right. Thank you, Dustin. Thanks for
Thank
joining.
you guys.
Stay in touch, buddy.
Likewise.
You too. I'll listen on in the chat.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dustin, everyone. He's the CEO and founder of Virtual FedEx and U.S. Airways, VA.
Which just got started, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, it just got started like a week or so ago, maybe. But anyways, where did I leave off?
We were talking about.
Lightning Logistics.
Lightning Logistics, yeah.
So that and so Frank, Trekkerzek, and I believe Kevin started that one. Then, like I said, he was talking. Oh yeah, he was talking to us a lot more, like opening up about more things to us that he felt like comfortable. You know what I mean? To say it to.
Yeah.
And how he was expressing himself, even when he was growing up, going to schools, yada yada yada. Get him. Everyone's been bullied.
Everyone. Yeah.
The number one thing that you want to know about me is if you bully someone that has any disabilities or conditions that makes you how should I say it? A person with disabilities and people bully you, that does not fly with me. I will not be a happy person. I'll be down your throat to the point where you wish you were in another planet. And that's why I get so like protective over people that have disabilities, and they get where they get crap, I forgot where I was going to. where what was the last thing I said?
Basically, you were saying how it's just not cool in general to make fun of anybody with any sort of disability.
Oh yeah,
or
yep. Thank you. It's where I give more chances to people that have disabilities.
Mhm.
There's a few times, there are a lot of times where there's a few friends that's in our friend group. There's a few of them that just didn't want at that time because they were going through things too, where they didn't want them that want like him to be part of something, right?
Mhm.
Where they try to remove themselves from, but at the same time, I explained to them that you want to treat people the way you want to be treated, but at the same time, I explained to him, I'm the type of person that doesn't say no to people with any disabilities.
Yeah.
I can tell if you have disabilities or not.
Yeah. We will always try to find a way to accommodate you in some way.
Yep. And I give so many chances to people with disabilities. I have another friend that's in my company. I'll get to that part later on here in a little bit. But that is has disabilities, and I give exemptions out to people like that with their disabilities. But I have to know you pretty good or game with you, like I do with this said person. So I just don't want to say no because it's going to hurt someone. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
But getting back to the companies of of trucking here, OTR is like, and then it's OTR, then Bobtail Logistics, which is my company. I'll get to that here in a second. Then it's Golden Hour, then OTR, and the current name. So, go Bobtail Logistics is myself and DJ's company. We split 50-50. Officially 50-50. I'll make another video and I'll have maybe Gannon here or something with me.
Mhm.
Because I want to do something like this, but maybe podcast in Discord or something. Anyways, where you don't have no one there where that's trying to control you. Because you don't want to be controlled making a company, running a company, right? When you're on the road, stuff like that. So I had enough of it. So I left that one. Make Bobtail. I talked to DJ.
We do not know at this time. We don't know anything at this time. We just know he was found unresponsive at home. As we learn details and what his family decides they want to share with us, we will share with you guys over on the Discord in the next few weeks or months to come. Because I imagine initial details we should know in the next few days or weeks. In terms of toxicology, that may take 2 to 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll keep you guys updated as we learn more.
All right. Getting back to what I was saying. So.
Oh damn, we're on another ad break. Right as you're about to talk. As everybody.
Well, they could go. They could come into my channel and look.
Yeah, they'll check it out later.
But so we basically, me and DJ, I went to DJ, gave him the idea because we were already talking about it for a while previously, and when I had enough was enough. I had left, came to him and said, "Hey, let's start this idea." So Bobtail Logistics was born. So we got everything going. It's open right now for people to join, but even though it's been like, so our company hasn't been technically open for a year, but the company itself was made about a year to 2 years ago. So we got our people in, stuff like that. People came, people left. Then Frank was having issues with other companies. So I was talking to him.
Well, to be fair,
I'm not getting I'm not getting
without
into
going
that
into
side.
too much detail, Frank loves standing his ground. If anybody had known Frank would not take BS from anybody.
Nor do I, and I don't
Nor
like
do you.
sugarcoating what I say.
So there'd be so many times I'd be in the Discord and like someone would say something and Frank would be like, "No, no, 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 no." I used to love hearing him banter. It was actually, even though it would get a little heated sometimes, it was like some of the most like funny moments to witness.
Yep.
But go ahead, continue.
All right. So I told him Bobtail's doors are always open. So he asked for a link, stuff like that, and some people didn't like it, but at the same time, we have to give people chances. We're the type of company where in order to be active, you could either do loads, get your 5,000 mile minimum, which you could do if you do like the longest like over 2,800, I believe, from Bellingham, Washington, all the way down to the south tip of Texas in the game in ATS. You could get that by just doing 2.5 of those runs, and be done with it for the month. You know. Then he came in trucks with us for a while, left. Then he went to two other companies, which is Golden Hour and OTR. And then, so this next one, Road Warrior Logistics. So he came to me was talking to me again, having issues again, like usual. Well, with certain things. And I brought him in and talked to DJ and said, "Hey, got an idea." Because no one ever thought of this. Make a sister company. So we brought Frank in. Me and DJ talked to him. And we came up with names. Yeah, and whatnot. Road Warrior Logistics. When Frank was looking, like we were watching Frank's stream in the Discord, there was pretty funny ass ones, like Sunshine Crop Logistics, stuff like that. And then here goes Road Warrior Logistics. Road Warrior Logistics is a good name for a company.
Yes, pretty damn good.
Yep. So I'm going to make. I don't know how this is going to do, but I'm going to try to get that name back, or somehow, and have a sister company. That sister company with us. But it was originally going to be, so we had it all set up where they have their own Discord, but they'll get a section, a category, right? And we use Truck Books main, Truckee second for the economy side if you want to do it legitly. So with Truck Books, you only could be in one at a time. Truckee is another way where you could have two, being two companies. So they would use our Truckee. We would give them access to that said Truckee log app, text chat, where when those loads get complete, our loads that they haul with our trailers, but their truck paint scheme, and whatever runs they do, they log it for us to, and goes right into our Discord, into that said chat. Once everything was all set, because we were trying to teach Frank to run a company more efficiently. It's not the fact that it's more efficiently, but like make it where it stands out. That's where Road Warriors came in to play, and having something new that no other company has done, which I'll go into another video of that. But it'll be like good for everyone, you know what I mean? And then when I was about to, when I was about to start getting more things taken care of for Road Warrior stuff, I had other things come up. Been busy with work, yada yada yada, all that BS. And then originally my original plan was to get him a decent name, a decent company name, and just get the Discord ready and set up fully to the point where I could just give him that, which was my plan. Because in this way, they already have the tools, the info, the work ethic, and all that stuff owning a company has. So, and then he leaves our Discord and Truckee stuff, and then a week or two later, I get a phone call from his mom saying that he was unresponsive. So there's times where there's a lot of fun. I'm not good at expressing how I feel. So, and my nose is so dry and stuffy right now. I'm like,
Oh, me too. Don't worry. This weather's been terrible.
Yeah, but anyways, it's like I just want to have we just gotta worry about the fun times we had, you know. If it's laughing in Discord laughing our asses off, it's like, who would never forget that? You know, like when, you know how when we're all in a VC, right?
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Sometimes we bicker and it turns into like,
oh, it would get real.
Yeah.
It would get real heated sometimes.
But
and guess who never gave up the fight? It was Frank.
Nor did I, but
you two went at each other a few times.
It's like we're like brother, like two. I'm the biggest older brother to him, but
yeah.
he's like he was more of a bigger brother than I was to him. You know, Devi and Trekker Zach is like another type of people that I like. I look up to a lot, and I just like want to have keep the relationships that I have. I've burnt so many. Like with Frank for 2 years, we said stuff that we shouldn't said when we took those two 2 years break, almost 2 years. So it's all we gotta do now is worry about the fun times. Yeah. God bless America. My stomach is growling because I got food right here still.
Oh, damn. Go ahead and eat. Dude, we
Hey.
eat on stream all the time over here. You're good.
No, no. I'm kind of a messy eater.
Oh, don't worry. I am too. I
But
get it on my shirt.
it's like yeah. I know, Miss Hound.
Even your girl says eat. It's because he's recording. That's why.
Pretty much.
Because he will be forever.
And
eating
I just don't want to keep pooping. But anyways, holy shit, it's dry in here.
Somebody cutting onions.
Fuck you. I need Vicks vapor.
Yeah.
Hey, at least I have food. At least I got food right here.
So yeah, Midwest. Our buddy Darth Wolf there. He said Vivi voice in the chat. So you don't know. We have a mutual friend. Her name is Vivi.
Yeah.
And she's from California, and she speaks English and Spanish. But she's got, I don't even remember what her medical condition is, but she's got like a trach. But she's so funny. She is the most gangsta, most badass woman you've ever met in your life. She talks the most freaking smack. And she'd be like, shut the fuck up, fool. And she's the best. So yeah, if you ever see him saying like, foo, yeah, that's who we're talking about. So friend
just like
yeah, she's only 3'6", but she talks like she's a 7 foot tall large man.
just like what's his name from the A-Team with it?
She's equal size.
How dare you? But remember
the
A-Team,
the A-Team than all of us, and
remember that Mr.
Uh,
Fool from the A-Team TV show?
Oh yeah, Mr. T.
Yes, Mr. T. But anyways, it's like it sucks, man. But hey, you gotta live.
I would also argue Frank was kind of like that too. There'd be so many times I'd be joking around with him in chat, and I would say something, and he would just like yell in my ear, "Shut up!"
Yep. And he sometimes takes things so seriously.
He does.
But
and then
anyways,
after a while, he'd finally realize you were joking with him, and then he'd be like, "Okay, everything's good."
yeah. But to end this off,
okay.
I know, Miss Hound. I know. I'm sorry. I had to get close to the mic. But anyways.
Oh yeah, get real close. I used to. So for those who don't know, I used to mess around with Frank. I did Family Guy impressions, and the thing that annoyed him the most is when I did my Herbert the Pervert impression. So I'd get all real close to the mic and be like, "Well, hey, sweet cheeks, how you doing?" And he'd be like, "Ah, stop!"
Oh, boy. Hiya, pal.
Oh yeah, he hated the Mickey Mouse too. He'd be like,
time to get the musk tool and run after Frankie.
I just did it on like it was like a week or two ago, and I was like, "Oh boy," and he was like, "No, shut
Because
up,"
I always done it in VC.
and he'd be like, "This isn't Disney World."
Hey, bitch, man. He's like, bitch, can you just have a magical dream, maybe imagination, and stop
Imagination?
killing our mojo? Question mark. But anyways, let's just put it this way, man.
Yeah.
Let's just remember the good times that we had. Mickey. Times trying to annoy the shit out of him. Herbert the pervert.
Or all the times he fucked with us.
Oh, yeah. We could do another video like this later, but.
Just about that alone.
Yo. Pretty much. But we just need to get along, treat people the way we want to be treated. No, you're good, Miss Hound. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Treat them with the most up respect, and just smile at someone, dude. Hold a door for someone, makes their day. They'll smile back, and then we'll just say, "Life is too short. Make the most of it, dude." You know, thank your closest ones that you have, your girlfriend, your wife, fiance, mother, father, grandma, grandpa, whoever. Just say thank you, even to service members and people that serve like law enforcement, fire department, and all that jazz. But anyways, that's it for me. So I'm just going to end my stuff on this end here, on my side. But like I said, everything is going to be in the description box down below, including. Do you still do anything with yours?
On my personal YouTube channel?
Yes.
Not very often. I generally been doing most of the stuff over here on Red Shirts on Twitch.
All right, so Red Shirts.
But we also got a Red Shirts YouTube channel. We might end up re-uploading some of this over there as well, but we'll see what happens. I'll talk to Chris. We'll figure out what we're gonna do with this.
All right, just text me and.
He's calling me a slacker. It's true.
Hey, I've been not streaming for almost. Well, I did a test stream a few weeks ago, but prior to that, I didn't stream for like a year almost.
Yeah.
Because I was taking a break because I got burnt out so bad. But anyways, let's put it where all his stuff will be down in the description box below. And yeah, all the VAs will be down in the description box down below, or it'll be just linked in my streaming Discord.
So yeah, if there's anybody who is interested in following in Frank's footsteps, you want to come join a virtual airline, maybe you've been playing Flight Simulator for a while,
hit me up.
Or if you're interested in starting your own trucking company through Trucks Books or Truckee,
or through us, and then
through you guys, come join those guys over there. We'll have all those links available to you guys, or any step-by-step guides on how to start your own trucking company. I'm sure Midwest will, if you want to start your own, I'm sure Midwest is more than happy to help you start your own trucking company that maybe to partner with his, something interesting like that. So just reach out and see if you're interested. If you're just getting into Flight Simulator now, I know the new one just came out. It's not the best right now, but if you're just learning how to play Flight Simulator and as you're learning, you think you're starting to get real good, if you want to join a fun community, we'll have those communities available for you guys to come join. And we're on another ad break. It's all right. We'll keep going.
It's all right. Yeah. Let's just put it this way: for people that is getting into flight sim and want to do the PPL stuff and whatnot, go through 2024 Microsoft.
It's all right. It's not the best, but it's all right.
But anyways,
pretty bare bones.
I hate ads too. But anyways,
yeah,
it's like.
Thankfully, I think I only have it set for 60 seconds, so it's only 1 minute of ads. So
Why don't you just do like 30? Well, obviously, gotta get the
Because it
money.
would run more of them more often.
True. But anyways, my end is all that. Name is Zach. Is going or known as Midwest Hound TV. My side YouTube channel. This won't be up for I don't know, maybe at least it won't be up for another week. So
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell my side of the story of things now, since everybody else has done theirs. So I met Frank about 8 or 9 years ago, probably around the same time as Midwest, honestly. And I'm assuming it had to have been through Truck Sim because I don't even remember how I met him, but I remember I was trucking a lot back then, so I'm almost certain that's probably how I met Frank was through Truck Simulator. We had a fun community over there, and that would have been around 2016. I was working for a pharmacy at the time. Not the best paying job, but it was fun. You know, I played Truck Sim, I played Flight Sim, and was doing a little bit of YouTube and stuff now and again on the side, hanging out with friends. So Frank was one of those guys who was always, you know, reaching out, always wanting to chit chat, always wanting to do a convoy. I'm sure you remember that back in the early days. Frank always loved doing
Yep.
convoys.
that is true.
And then, of course, at the same time, we did Back to Tank and Kilo's Cantina, or Customs Cantina. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's right. I forgot. So he was on Back to Tank with us later. So we had a friend of ours. We don't really talk about this guy anymore. He kind of is an a-hole. But we all went on Back to Tank, which was like a Star Wars discussion thing over on this other guy's channel. And so we started doing Star Wars discussions. And Frank actually, I invited Frank over because Frank did watch a little bit of Star Wars now and again. And so Frank got invited on, I think, briefly on a few episodes of Back to Tank with us over there on that guy's channel. So that's how Wolf down there in the chat actually met Frank originally, was through me. And later on, we would do Kilo's Cantina Customs over on Darth Wolf's channel, Kilo Customs, which is his old episodes are still up there. You can still go back and watch them on YouTube. Midwest, if you want, I'll send you the link to his channel so you can go watch some of those old streams. And I'll have to do some digging. I'll have to find original Frank episodes we did over there.
You gotta.
But we used to do like Saturday night or Friday. I think it was Friday or Saturday night hangouts where we'd do like Lego building streams, and Frank would jump over there and he'd be talking some smack with us as we're building Legos. And it was just a lot of fun. Frank was one of those guys who was just there to have a good fun time with, and he always kept you grounded. I would say he was one of those guys who just kept you, you know, well grounded. And I'm trying to think what year it was. So this would have been, geez, 2017. He had a bunch of people joining on his Discord at the time because Discord was still relatively new back then. And as you guys know, Frank had, I'll go ahead and say this because I think Frank would agree with this as well because I would talk with him privately about this. I'm sure he did with you as well, Midwest. Frank never had the best time because of his conditions and things. He had a hard time with relationships in terms of, you know, meeting girls and maintaining that. It was not easy for him, understandably. So he would always have these girls come join our communities gaming. They were gamers as well, and occasionally Frank would ask them, "Hey, you want to go out? You know, let's see how this goes." And they would be like, "Yeah, sure, I'll date you for a little bit." And generally, it ended pretty poorly in drama. I'm sure you will agree with that, Midwest. Not the best. So it's something
Yep.
Frank struggled with, and it's something he and I talked about privately until about a week ago. I'm not even joking. A week ago, he was still talking to me about having a hard time finding a girlfriend. He really wanted a girlfriend and somebody he could settle down with. And he had talked about at some point if he moved out of his parents, he wanted to move in with somebody. It was very serious. Yeah, he did have a big crush on our friend Kat. Yeah. So if you didn't know our friend Kat, she's in her 40s now. She's a mom. But Frank was gonna shoot his shot for an older lady. True story. So her username is Vader's Girl. I think it's like Vader. I think it's Vader's Girl 29 or something. She does a live stream almost every night. She's a big Star Wars creator, and she just builds. She loves doing puzzles and building things on her stream. Yeah, yeah. I have to find the episode. He was trying to hit on Cat on live stream Midwest. Yeah, we'll have to find the episode where Frank is like, "All right, I'm gonna shoot my shot," and so he's like one of those guys that's like, even if he gets shot down, man, you got to respect that Riz. Even your girl's like, "Stop hitting your head! Stop hitting your head!" So, cut to the chase here. Yeah, Frank just had a hard time with dating women, but I still respect him, for putting himself out there. It's hard to be vulnerable, as many of us know. And Frank was a very vulnerable guy. And I'm sure we all had some private conversations with him.
Yep.
About stuff. I'm sure there's stuff Midwest knows about Frank that I don't know about, and there's stuff that he's talked to me about that Midwest has nothing.
He was
has
great.
nothing
You are
about.
right. Wolf.
So in 2017, he had this one girl in his community, and they had been dating for a little bit, and it just wasn't working out. And so I was trying my hardest to, because being a good friend for Frank. We got somebody joining us on here.
Hey, what's up?
What's that?
Oh, it's Ronnie J.
Hey.
Hey, buddy, are you in your truck?
Yeah, I'm in the truck right now. Hang on, let me switch to my let me switch my camera off.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, so that way cuz I'm about to head on. I just got off from work. So
yeah, you're good, buddy.
yeah, so everything who we got here? Midwest Hound TV.
Yep.
You.
Yep, he was part of our truck sim and flight sim communities over there on Discord.
Yep.
With Frank.
Oh, okay,
I've known
yeah.
Frank since like 8 years. So
We've both known Frank for about 8-9 years.
Yeah, yeah, I know Frank a little less than that, but the oh yeah, but yeah, I know Frank for a good while. He was on a couple of my streams on mine.
That's right. When we started it as the Lightning Show over there on your channel,
That's right.
we had Frank come over for like an episode or two over there with us. So
That's
Frank,
right. Yeah.
Frank was willing to jump on there and talk about what was it, Nintendo? I think the episodes
Yep.
he was on. We were talking about Nintendo consoles.
Yep. Nintendos, and also hey, we also did that Marvel character into the Star Wars universe.
Oh yeah.
is he? So is Pat, is Lightning the one that does this group too?
So no, he's not with my group specifically, but he's one of our partners over there. He does his own separate channel on YouTube called I think it's just Ronnie J. Lucas now, right?
Yeah, it's still Ronnie J. Lucas. I'm gonna try to change it up a little bit.
But I'll send you the link, Midwest. If
All
you
right.
want to check
Yeah.
out.
I'll Lightning. I'll put, because I'm recording a YouTube video from my channel too. I'll put yours in the description box below, if YouTube allows me to do links, because it's
It should.
iffy. Well, certain links is very iffy.
Yeah, I know. YouTube keeps changing their
Yeah.
policies.
So if not, then I'll make a channel and put all everyone's links and whatnot in the new Discord that I'm making.
Of course. I'm also on not only I'm on YouTube, I'm also on Discord, I'm also on Telegram, and I'm also on Facebook Messenger. So I mean, I'm everywhere. So I'm
I
not
don't do
that hard to
Telegram.
find.
I don't trust that crap personally.
I know. But I mean, I'm everywhere. So, I'm just trying to. If anybody wants to get a hold of me, they can get a hold of me.
Yep.
Yeah. But when I heard about Frank passing, I was like, no way. He's so young, But then when Patrick told me about
Only he
his
was he was only 23.
Yep.
man, 23 years old.
But
That's
as we
just
were looking
young.
up earlier, Ronnie J, you weren't here for this, but so you know Kilo or Darth Wolf, his wife is a nurse, so she was looking up more about his condition, and apparently men with his condition only live to about average of 19 years. So our boy Frank freaking beat the odds.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah, that's
He outlived the average, which tells you like he freaking did it. He won.
he did win, but he wasn't able to get cured.
Yep.
Well, as we know, his condition, they're still learning more about it, so it's nothing that was curable at this point, at least. But they're still doing testing, and um, I guess we'll see. We'll try to stay in touch with his mom and see how his brother does as well, because
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
because
Yeah, you know, I was.
now I'm equally as worried about his brother.
Yep.
Yeah,
And I
we
know
are.
his brother doesn't know us as well, but his brother does have the same condition. So
Yeah, and also his mom too, right?
we think so, but I don't want to get into that because that's all family medical history.
And
I don't
it's
want
also HIPAA law violation.
HIPAA violations. We don't want to talk
I'm a
too much
volunteer
about.
firefighter, so I
Right,
deal
right,
with
right,
that
right,
stuff.
right,
So
right, right, right. All I did was just ask the question,
yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah,
No,
we're
you're
only
good.
going off what Frank disclosed to us directly.
Okay, but you know, if we knew about this earlier and everything, we could have done something for to help Frank. But but I guess he didn't want to. I guess he just don't want us to worry about it. Worry about him.
Yeah, he was one of those guys. He just kind of was relatively private when it came to his medical stuff. Um, now, what I was talking about was before you joined, Ronnie, was about Frank had a hard time, meeting girls and dating and all that. So, but I started to say in 2017, there was one girl who had joined his Discord who was part of his gaming community, and they were having a hard time with their relationship. And being a good friend, we were all trying to help Frank out to try to maintain that relationship. It was a pretty good one at the time, and I was trying to talk. I was trying to talk some sense into his head because he was being a turd that day. I was like, Frank, what are you doing, dude? Like, you got this beautiful girl in your Discord who really cares about you, and you're not in the right headspace today, buddy. And he was kind of iffy about that, but I think he respected me, talking about that
Yeah.
with him, and it didn't end up working out. They ended up breaking up, but cut to the chase here. I got to be really good friends with her because I was trying to do, my best to repair that relationship between those two. Fast forward 7 years, that girl is still my girlfriend, and I'm living with her now. And I would have never
Yeah,
met her. I would have never met my girlfriend if it wasn't because of Frank.
take your time, man. Take your time. I know.
Take your time, buddy.
And he was such a damn good dude.
He was.
But to
Yeah.
think, like, had I never been friends with a random dude from freaking Truck Simulator of all places,
Jesus Lord.
freaking Truck Sim, I would have
Well,
never
I
met.
mean,
I would have never
Hey,
met
it's something.
my girlfriend.
man. But you know, to be quite honest though, he's just one of those. If I ever had a stream between him or Spencer, I pick Frank over Spencer because at least Frank
Whoa! Don't let
he
the
was
dingus
down
know
right.
that. Don't let him know. Ooh, he's
Hey,
gonna talk some smack
just
about
hey,
you later.
just be careful. We might have snitches in here. Just kidding.
Ooh. I was gonna say, you do
Hey,
realize Wolf.
hey, you
You
know
do
what?
realize Wolf is in chat, right?
I know he's in
Uh
there.
oh. Uh oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey, listen, dog. Hey, listen, Wolf boy. I ain't afraid of no dingus.
yeah, Northeast Joe was saying he's gonna miss all those mornings with Stig and Frank, where you guys used to get on chat and VC with each other in the mornings. And then another thing I gotta say, because of Flight Sim and getting, I was one of the first people that introduced Frank to Flight Simulator and got him involved with Flight Sim. And for most of the last 7-8 years, Frank and I have been playing Flight Sim together. And
That
I
was
used
into
to teach-
FSX first.
It was FSX first before 2020 came out. I actually taught Frank how to fly the plane, how to shoot instrument approaches,
Fuck
and
that
maneuvers.
analog
and then I got him
shit.
flying with me on group flights. And
You know,
cut
this
to
was
FS 2020, and Frank flew so much in Flight Simulator. I would say he was probably a better pilot than I was and had better landings than me. So he actually ended up doing better than me still to this day. Like, I would land like a plane like now. I might be lucky if I get a minus 150 flying. Frank will be over there being like, yeah, my landing was a negative 86. I'll be like, you bastard.
oh my. You really want to know what my best
Which-
one in Delta is?
I gotta tell you, the other day he was just flying on Wednesday night into Thursday morning when I was talking with him last before he passed. One of Frank's freaking last landings on this earth on Flight Simulator. Frank frickin' buttered a landing. His last, I think unless he flew more on Thursday, I don't know. I have to go look on his VATSIM profile. If that was his last flight, Midwest, he freaking buttered his last landing.
But you know,
That's really
I
hard.
still hold the rec. Well, depending on what you come back with that butter landing. As of right now, between him and I, right, I hold the best record of the landings.
You got a rank of toasty. It's so smooth.
You'll see. But so lightning. Before you came in, right? I was recording the first hour and 40 minutes of it, right? Of this program, if you want to call it whatever you want to call it, and then forgot that Patrick did do his side of the story of how he met Frank. So I had to pull up OBS again, start up another recording. Boy. What? But anyways, the second clip has already been going on 18 buttons. What was that? What was that, Lightning?
Oh, I was just laughing.
So this clip that I'm doing right now is going on 18 minutes. In about 25 seconds. It'll hit 18 minutes.
So, yeah, we've had some pretty, as I think we'll all agree, just overall some crazy times with Frank. I specifically remember we used to do Galleon streams on Sea of Thieves, and Frank would always want to join our crew on Sea of Thieves.
Yep.
And Frank used to roleplay. He used to roleplay. I don't know if you ever watched those streams, Ronnie J, where he plays Sea of Thieves with us on Red Shirts, or back in the days when we were on Green Fellas.
Well, I mean, I check on Discord on the Rambling Red Shirts, Red Shirts Remastered, sometimes on the memes, and some on the Sea of Thieves and stuff, pirates and whatnot.
Yeah, breaking it.
I mean, I check it regularly every now and then and whatnot, and so on and so forth. And but Patrick, did you look up on the messenger of what I sent you on those crazy videos? I mean, they were pretty funny.
So
I'll have to look.
So my best landing rate -79.
That's smooth.
My hardest was, let me go to page 1.
-350.
Minus 718.
Damn, that's hard.
But that was in the 787-10.
Oh, so it was heavier, probably with more fuel.
No, you know how the that Boeing is like that doesn't want to go nose down.
Yeah,
That's why.
it likes to
Me and
climb.
Zach and I did O'Hare to LAX, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
Y'all have to forgive me on my end.
Uh-oh.
I'm
What mess up on
I'm a
Hello
little
Killer?
bit. It's going to be a bit spotty on my end. I'm kind of driving right now, so just have to
It's
bear
fine.
with me.
Yeah, if you cut out, it's all right. We'll get you back in here if you got to rejoin.
I'm going
Right,
to
don't worry.
end my side, but I'll still be here.
Yeah.
Like I said, guys, this is a little extra addition to the end of mine. Lightning stuff will be in the description box down below. I'll see you guys at